Today, I'm gonna show you a community where floor plans start in the mid 400s and property taxes are only 1.94%, and you're only 10 minutes away from McKinney. Let's go check it out. Before you enter the home, you notice this long front porch. You've got the windows to the room over here. A lot of this beautiful stonework going on. And there's really nice 8-foot front door. And you've also got a window over there on the top. Let's go check out the inside. Very nice. The first thing you notice as soon as you enter the home is this really long hallway, and you get a little bit of glimpse of the kitchen, dining, and the living space. This is a single-story floor plan, roughly 2,200 square feet, and it's got 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. And the first bedroom is as soon as you enter the home over here. Let's go check it out. This floor plan does not have a study office space, so they've set this up as an office space, but this is actually a bedroom. You've got a closet and you have an ensuite bathroom. We're gonna see that in a minute. Very nice. It's a decent sized bedroom. You've got a lot of light coming from here, 2 big windows. And then you've got a step-in closet. It's a decent sized step-in closet. This is kind of the space you've got. You've got standard shelf and railing. Let's go check out the ensuite bathroom. Very nice. So far as we entered the home, they had luxury vinyl plank flooring. But over here, as soon as you enter the bathroom, we've got gray tiles and you've got a nice vanity. You've got standard cabinets and a decent sized bathroom. You've got a bathtub. It's really nice to have at least 1 bathtub in your home, especially if you have kids, or in case you have guests visiting who have kids. It's really helpful. And since that bedroom has an ensuite bathroom, it's perfect if you have guests visiting, if you have older parents. Of course, this is a single-story floor plan, so you don't have to worry about older parents having to climb the 2nd floor, but it's really nice for them. So I normally consider that as a VIP suite. And right next to that, we've got a powder room as well. Really nice. I love this black countertop. And they've got the same gray tiles that they have on the floor as a backsplash. Very nice. And you kind of see this in all their toilets. They have this cabinet built in and a standard toilet. Nothing fancy about that. And then with this floor plan, because it's a single story floor plan, you see a lot of these big walls that you have opportunities to showcase artwork. Very nice. You'll see that over there. You'll see that here as well, in that wall, and then in the other wall as well. But then let's take a look at this beautiful open floor plan. You've got your kitchen, you've got your dining space, and you've got the living space. And I'm still walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. It's pretty good. It's a really long floor plan because it's a single story floor plan and it is wide. Usually these single story floor plans are kind of narrow, but this is nice and wide and feels spacious. Over here you have a laundry and 2 bedrooms. We'll take a look at that. And over there you have the other 2 bedrooms, and one of which is your master. Let's quickly check out the laundry space and the 2 bedrooms over here. Very nice, decent laundry space. You've got cabinets built in here. They're not too high where you can't reach, so that's nice. With this, you get standard appliances here. You get your dishwasher, oven, microwave. Refrigerator, washer, dryer is not part of the standard package, but they give you something else to compensate for it. Hang tight till the end. We'll talk about all the incentives. We'll talk about 3 things, and that is the insider truth that I will share with you. We'll talk about convenience, selection, and affordability. So hang tight. And that's how we shop for our customers as well. Anytime you're looking for a home, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We look at convenience for you. We look at the various selections available for you and affordability, and which includes incentives and things like that while we shop homes for you. You have all our information below. Call, text, or click on the link to get on a Zoom call with me with no obligation to buy or sell or even see homes. Then over here, similar to the bathroom, the flooring switches to tile, and on this side you've got a little mudroom area, which is nice as well, so you can get all your shoes down there and hang your coats and anything else, and more storage. I really love it. Let's quickly check out the garage. Very nice. So this is a 2-car garage. You could opt to get, as one of the incentives, if you're building this home ground up, you could choose to get free epoxy flooring for your garage. And we'll talk more about those incentives later on, but that's a nice option you don't have to pay for. And right next to that, you've got 2 bedrooms and a full bath. Let's check out the bath. Similar to the one we saw when we entered, very nice, very spacious, very similar style, beautiful vanity, nice standard cabinets here. You've got another one here right above your toilet, and this bathroom has a bathtub as well. Very nice. Let's check this out. This is the 2nd bedroom we're looking at. Very nice. This one's got really high ceiling, so that's very helpful in single-story floor plans. If not, it kind of feels like you're boxed in. Very nice. And then you've got a lot of light coming in as well, so both of those make it just feel very spacious. So here they've set it up as a kid's bedroom with 2 beds here. As you can see, it's very spacious. Very nice. And then you've also got a step-in closet. Very nice. Your kids can share the space. You could split it right in the middle if you want. You can get very creative with that closet. And then they've also done some wall paneling work here. It gives a 3-dimensional effect to that wall. Very nice. Oh, what is this? You guys have to help me out with this wall art. I'm not an artist. I don't have a big taste for art. I'm still dabbling in that area. What's going on here? You've got a farm or a ranch. You've got little hills. And then that looks like a mountain because it's got plants over there, but it could also be a big wave. And you've got this person scuba diving. I don't know. How can all of that happen together? Do you guys understand that art? Let me know in the comments below. But here we are in the next bedroom. So this is the 3rd bedroom. Very similar setup. It's nice and spacious. They've got high ceiling. You see there's a little bit of space here besides the bed and the side tables. A lot of light coming in through this window. So that plus the high ceiling makes it really nice. This one's not a double door step-in closet. This is more of a single door step-in closet. So one of the standard closets, but still spacious actually, you know. You see, it kind of feels like maybe it's only this much, it's small, but as soon as you enter, you're like, whoa, no, it's not, it's slightly bigger. So that's very nice. And if you're an East Coaster who's used to having basement for storage and other entertainment purposes, we don't have basements in Texas. You always have to keep an eye out for storage space when it comes to buying new construction home in Texas, because builders build all these beautiful floor plans, but not every builder is good at giving you enough storage options. And we will look out for you if you're shopping a home with us. Let's check out the kitchen. This is beautiful. I actually really like this open floor plan. Very nice, beautiful gray countertops. And this is actually a good size kitchen island. You know, you've actually got space for about 3 bar stools, bar chairs, maybe even one more 4. And then you've got quite a bit of storage down here. And you know what? You've got storage down here as well. Some builders don't want to spend the money to give you storage here. They'll make it look like doors, but it's not actually a storage. But it's nice you've got storage here too. I'm a sucker for storage space. And then you've got this is part of your standard appliance package. You get Frigidaire gallery, microwave, and double oven, and you get your dishwasher as well. And over here you've got your pantry, a good size pantry. If you take a look at it, I can walk in. This is kind of how big it is, and this is kind of how wide it is. It's a decent size, not too big, not too small for a house of this size. And I kind of really like this setup too. Same countertop as we saw on the kitchen island. You get Frigidaire gallery, stovetop, you get the vented hood. Instead of making this completely a wall, they kind of opened up this space with this little window, brings in a little bit more light. I kind of like that setup. Looks a little futuristic. I don't know a better way to describe that. I kind of love it. Very beautiful, and beautiful white backsplash as well. You've got standard cabinets. I think 42-inch uppers is what's standard here. And then you've got your dining space right next to it. And it's not like the space is crammed in any way. As you see, you know, there's good amount of walking space between your dining area and your kitchen island. So you can have 3 to 4 guests here. This is an 8-seater. So this is a big table. So just between your kitchen and your dining, and you're entertaining roughly about 12 guests spaciously. So if you have someone sitting on this chair and they're getting up, they're not banging on the guest behind you, or your family member sitting behind you. So very spacious. I really like the setup. Again, another big wall for artwork. By the way, model homes look beautiful because of all this artwork, all the decor that's going on in the house. So if you leave those walls empty, and those walls over there empty, and those walls over there empty, it may not look as pretty. By the way, two big windows, again, a lot of light. So this whole living space, it gets light from these two windows, and you've got really big sliding glass doors to your back patio and more glass windows on the top. So very, very nice. And check out the living space. Oh my God, beautiful. Very nice TV fireplace area. They've got kind of the same gray tile going on throughout the home. It's an electric fireplace. They found a cabinet that fits here perfectly in this space. You could probably even do another one of that here. Two cabinets on both sides of your TV area. It'll look perfect. And you've got what, at least a 3 to 4 seater, another 2. So you're talking about roughly 6 over here and about 12 between your dining and your kitchen island. So easy 18 people being entertained in this space very comfortably. And also with the flooring, a lot of builders usually end up doing very narrow planks. These are slightly wider planks, make the home look a lot more spacious, and also the lighter color. So really like this setup, very nice. And you've got high ceilings too for a single story. This is definitely not a 2-story height, but it's still, for a single story, it's a very good height. Let's go check out the back patio. I love these large sliding doors, and you've got windows on the top. Brings in a lot of natural light. If I can open this. No. What is going on? Yeah, finally. Let's go check out this back patio and the backyard. Very nice. So you get a covered back patio. You'd be surprised. There are some builders where you won't get a back patio at all. It's an option you'll have to get. Over here, you get a standard back patio, but as part of one of your incentives where earlier I said you could get an epoxy garage floor. Instead of that, you could choose to get an extended back patio. So when it comes to new construction, there are a lot of options like that. These are just 2 simple options. There are a lot of complex options. And that's where we come in and help simplify that for you, help you understand which customizations might be worth your money. Some custom features might be expensive to do it with a builder compared to doing it with an external contractor after you buy a house. So if you have any questions like that, don't hesitate to reach out to us, call, text, or click on the Zoom link below to get on a Zoom call directly with me with no obligation to buy, sell, or even look at homes with us. All right, so check this out. This patio is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 long steps. Very nice, very spacious. It's covered. You've got a couple of lights over there. Could probably even remove those recessed lights and do some drop lights. It'll be very nice. And check this out. This is a really good sized backyard. So we are on a 60-foot lot. With this, in this community, with this builder, you get both a 50-foot lot option and a 60-foot lot option. So, but between those 2 lot options, so that's part of your selection that we talked about, right? That we want to make sure that you have enough selections to choose from. So between these 2 lot options, they have anywhere from 7 to 8 different models for you to pick. All right, let's go head to the master. But before that, on the way to the master, you also have another closet. You have a coat closet over here, so that's nice. More storage space, yes. And then let's check out the primary bedroom. Very nice, beautiful. Check this out, guys. Got a good sized primary bedroom. You've got high ceilings, and as soon as we see a nice cushy bed like this, what do we feel like doing? Ta-da! Very nice. And then we'll fix it up as a good realtor. But very nice. As you can see, they've got a king size bed with 2 side tables. But even after all that, you got so much more space for me to just hang out. And then over here, you've got a very nice dresser. Actually, I'm digging this dresser. It's got this nice tabletop on it. Very nice. I might want to get one of this. Forget the home, let's get the dresser. Just kidding. But very nice. It's a really big dresser, and you see it's still very spacious. You don't feel like it's crammed in. And a good amount of space over here as well for you to walk. And on top of that, there's more space for a coffee corner. Sit here, read a book, enjoy a drink, and you're right next to 3 big windows bringing in a lot of lights. So how do you make a room feel nice and spacious? You have high ceiling and you have a lot of windows bringing in a lot of light. That's the formula. It's perfect. Let's go check out the bathroom, your primary bathroom. You've got these nice double doors. This is very nice. So this is a interesting setup because it's not like a one long bathroom. You've got toilet here with a cabinet on the top. Very nice double vanity a lot of space between the two, so there's no elbowing going on. It's got a little space, I think like a makeup spot where you can put a little bench underneath it. And then on this side of the bathroom, so it's like an L shape. Over here, you've got a very nice slim bathtub, very modern looking. I'm really digging this. And you've got this big window bringing in a lot of light, and it's got a privacy. It's a privacy glass, so you can keep it open if you want to keep it open. Very nice shower. You've got tiles going all the way to the top. It's a decent sized shower, you know. You've got the same gray tiles that we saw previously going on here as well. And then check out your closet, your walk-in closet. Very, very nice. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5 steps. That's how long it is. It's pretty wide. A good sized closet. And also here in Texas, usually in your closet is where you have the connections for your internet and the wiring throughout your home. That's right here as well. All right, so now that we're done looking at all the rooms, let's go sit down and I'm going to give you the insider truth on convenience, selection, and affordability. All right, here's the insider truth. Let's talk about convenience. We're here in Melissa. We're in a community called Brookfield, and the builder is First Texas Homes. This community is roughly about 10 minutes away from McKinney, about 20 minutes away from Frisco, and close to 25-30 minutes away from Plano. You're minutes away from 121 and 75 if you're a commuter, so it's a perfect place to be. And also, you have all the amenities you need right within the community. You've got a swimming pool, a playground, a park, and a lot of trails for just $700 a year. So it's extremely convenient for you, and you don't have to go out of the community for those amenities. And then this community falls in the Melissa ISD, so kids would be going to the Melissa schools. Let's talk about selection. You could either build a home ground up, or you can buy one of their move-in ready homes with First Texas Homes. If you're building ground up, they have both 50-foot lots and 60-foot lots. The model that we saw is on a 60-foot lot. Between these two lot options, they have roughly about 7 to 8 floor plans you can pick. But here's the key part. Most big box builders are semi-custom builders, so they won't let you make changes to the floor plan, like moving a wall and things like that. But here with First Texas Homes, you could make some of those changes, and that's where we come in and help you understand what changes you could and could not make, and what may be even worth your money, because some changes are just too expensive for you to do with a builder. If you're looking to move in quickly, they also have move-in ready homes available right now, and we'll talk about price points in a minute and the incentives that you get for either building ground up or buying a move-in ready home. And then let's talk about affordability. The model that we're in right now is a single story, roughly 2,200 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and it's priced at $484,950. But in this community, the floor plans start from the mid 400s going all the way up to the mid 700s. So let's also quickly talk about move-in ready homes, right? So right now, they have move-in ready homes starting from the high 400s. And one more thing to keep in mind when it comes to affordability is not just the price of the home. There are other components that could shoot up your monthly living expense when it comes to a home. And one of that is property taxes. And if you're not from Texas, and if you've never owned a home in Texas, one thing for you to know is property taxes are high in Texas. But in this community in Melissa, we're talking about 1.94% in property taxes, which is one of the lowest in North Texas. Usually we're talking north of 2%. And in this community, we don't have any mud or pit in your taxes as well, so that keeps it low. If you don't know what a mud or pit is, don't hesitate to reach out to us. I'd be happy to talk you through property taxes and what mud or pit means, and also help you find properties where you may not have to pay a mud or a pit. Now let's talk incentives. If you're building ground up, the first thing you get is the first $30,000 of your design or structure upgrades is completely free. That's the first incentive. Number 2, you get 30% off on your design or structure upgrades. And number 3, you get one of these 5. You can either pick epoxy garage floors like we saw in this garage, or 2, you could get an extended covered patio, or you could get a $5,000 gift card to Nebraska Furniture Mart, or you could get a $5,000 gift card to the First Texas Home Design Center. Or if you don't want any of that, you could just use that $5,000 towards closing costs. Hey, if you're short on closing costs, here's an option. And then, so that was the third incentive. And then you get 2 more. You get $20,000 you could use towards your closing costs or to buy down your rates. Again, it all depends on your needs, and that's where we come in and help you understand what might be important for you. Closing costs, lower interest rates, or something else. And then the fifth incentive, you get a $3,000 gift card to Nebraska Furniture Mart. That's if you're building ground up. But if you are buying a move-in ready home, you get 3 incentives. Of course, the first incentive and the best thing about move-in ready homes is the discount you get on those homes. Because if you were to build the same floor plan with the same options that the builder has on their move-in ready homes, it would cost you a lot more. So first incentive is a great deal on pricing. Number 2, you get the $3,000 Nebraska Furniture Mart gift card. So if you want to use that to buy a refrigerator or washer or dryer, you could do that, or you could use it for anything else, furniture, shopping, or anything else. And number 3, and of course, you get the $20,000 towards closing costs, or you can get the lower interest rates starting all the way from 2.99%. That's it. That's the insider truth on this property, the community, the city, and the builder, and the pricing. If you guys are looking to buy a new construction home, if you're looking to move to Texas, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or click on the link below to get on a Zoom meeting directly with me. I'll talk to you soon.